For over 10 years, Palpatine carefully manipulated Anakin Skywalker, grooming him into becoming the perfect Sith apprentice. But after Anakin's devastating defeat on Mustafar, everything changed. But what was Palpatine's reaction to Anakin's defeat on Mustafar? In the Legends book, Dark Lord: The Rise of Darth Vader, we get to see Palpatine's thoughts immediately after Anakin's defeat on Mustafar. After his duel with Yoda, Palpatine sensed that Darth Vader was in danger and rushed off to Mustafar. Palpatine believed that Vader would emerge victorious against his former master, and even laughed at the thought of Obi-Wan defeating Vader in combat. Palpatine viewed Anakin's duel against Obi-Wan as a final test of sorts. After Anakin was the victor in this contest, he would be able to sever his ties with the Jedi forever, cementing his place as a Sith. But when Palpatine arrived on Mustafar, his worst fear had been realized. Not only did Vader lose, but his limbs were severed and he was burned alive. As he made his way down to what remained of Vader, Palpatine was full of anger and disappointment. A part of him thought about leaving Anakin on Mustafar after its failure to defeat Obi-Wan Kenobi. But ultimately, he decided to save Anakin after years of manipulating him. Palpatine considered it a waste if he let Anakin die here. He also felt a sliver of affection for Anakin, something he didn't feel for Dooku or for Maul. On his journey back to Coruscant, Palpatine asked himself, what if Anakin died? What if this perfect apprentice he always dreamed of was lost forever? Could he even find an apprentice to be half as powerful? Where Palpatine answered that question himself, no. However, the apprentice he had now was not his original plan. As punishment for his failure, Palpatine sabotaged Vader's suit, making it more of a hindrance, ensuring that Vader would never overpower or overthrow him on his own. But Vader's weaknesses weren't his injuries, nor the suit he now called a home, but were psychological. Vader was consumed by self-loathing and regret. Palpatine believed he could turn these emotions into raw power. In the weeks following Anakin's defeat on Mustafar, Palpatine reflected on the death of Padme Amidala and how it affected Vader. In the beginning, Palpatine encouraged Anakin and Padme's relationship because in his mind, he thought it would eventually lead Anakin away from the Jedi. Anakin's fear of losing Padme helped serve as a final push for Anakin to become his apprentice. However, Padme's death on Mustafar brought unforeseen consequences even for him, and Palpatine even wondered what would happen if she survived. He knew she would never forgive Anakin for the terrible things he had done, and their relationship would have crumbled, where Vader would have nothing left but the dark side. But now, Vader believed that he was the cause of her death, putting him in a constant cycle of regret and self-hatred. Palpatine didn't look at Anakin's suffering as a tragedy, but as an opportunity. Anakin's butchering on Mustafar was a way to sever Anakin from his previous life as a Jedi. If Anakin died on Mustafar, Palpatine admitted that he didn't have a plan as he put all of his eggs in one basket. If that was the case, I think Palpatine would have tracked down Maul and forced him to become his apprentice once again. While Vader was never this all-powerful apprentice Palpatine dreamed of, he was able to serve as the enforcer and a symbol of fear for the Empire. But speaking of Vader and Palpatine, I made a video about why Palpatine never trained with Vader if you want to check that one out. It should be on your screen now. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.